Greetings fellow Whovians, and welcome to a brand new Doctor Who action figure review, brought to you by me, the Obsessed Whovian 95. For today's review, we shall be taking a look at the Coal Hill set, which was released as part of the B&M Exclusive line from Character Options towards the end of 2020. This set features two amazing figures. We have Ace and an Imperial Dalek, based on their appearances from the 1988 Doctor Who story Remembrance of the Daleks. As always, we'll take a look at the packaging first. The packaging retains the same style guide which was first used back in the 2019 range of B&M figures. We have the current Doctor Who logo along with that blue and silver motif. It works very, very well for these figures. Inside we have the display of the Coal Hill corridor, which is seen throughout this story, and at the back it just gives you a bio about Remembrance of the Daleks. All in all, very good. There's only one place to start with this review, and it is Ace McShane. This is actually the third release of this character that we've had from Character Options. Previously, this character was released twice as a Forbidden Planet exclusive. We had a Remembrance of the Daleks version, which looked quite strange because she was sort of like looking to the side, and I wasn't all that impressed with the paint applications on that, looking at other people's reviews of it on YouTube and just pictures online. And we also had a Silver Nemesis version of the figure. The reason why I never picked those figures up were because I did have issues with the detail of those figures. I didn't think they were that great, especially for the pricing that we were going for as Forbidden Planet exclusives, and I just didn't think that they did the character all that much justice for all of that pricing, which is a shame really, because Ace is one of the best companions that has ever been in Doctor Who. So this is the third release, and this is a re-release of the Remembrance of the Daleks version, but this is far superior to the original. For instance, the paint applications are so much better, and I've got to give props to Alistair Dewar and Character Options for re-releasing this figure, as this was one of those figures I wanted them to do again, and I'm so glad that they have. If we just take a look at the detail of the face as a whole, I think it does look like Sophie Aldred. I think that they did an amazing job for the 5-inch likeness. Obviously it's not the best likeness I've ever seen in the world, but I think it is pretty much, you can tell like who it's meant to be. It's certainly better than the Daypole version that came out in the late 1980s, you can put it that way. And you know, you're looking at the detail of things like the hair. You've got the streaks of brown with little bits of black in there. You've got the ponytail there with the yellow ribbon in there. Very, very nicely detailed, and the ponytail is actually a separate piece. And looking at the coat, this is something that always did impress me on the figure, which originally came out a few years ago. The detailing on the coat is amazing. You've got all the badges, which is screen accurate to how she wore her coat in the show. Underneath she has the shirt with the musical instrument and the musical notes motif, and it's just a white shirt with all the creases in there. Very nice. She's got a black skirt, she's got a black pair of shoes, and she's got her black tights. I think the attention to detail overall on things like the badges and even little things like the earrings are very, very good. What I like about this set is she comes with her rocket launcher accessory. I would have preferred if she did come with the baseball bat, as it would have suited this better for posing alongside the Imperial Dalek that comes with this set, but the rocket launcher is very good nonetheless. She also comes with a backpack which is detachable, which has been very nicely painted black and white. It has all the nice creases in there. It has the straps at the back. It has a weird logo there, but we'll just ignore that. And as far as I can tell, this is the exact same backpack accessory which came with the original version of this figure, and upon removing the backpack you can see Ace at the back of her jacket, which has nicely been added, and it is a pretty accurate replication of what you see a lot in this era of the show. There's quite a bit of articulation on Ace. Her head can move 360 degrees. There's ball joints at the shoulders. There's joints in the biceps, the elbows, the wrists. The waist can do 360. The legs can move up and down. There's joints in the thighs and in the knees. All in all, this is an excellent figure, and I'm so glad that Character Options decided to release this again as part of the B&M range. Another figure which Character Options decided to re-release for this Coal Hill set is the Imperial Dalek, as seen in the same story. And this has had a couple of revisions with the paint apps. Again, I didn't get the original versions of these, which were originally released by Forbidden Planet, because of costs, and there was a few inaccuracies. First off, that damn eyestalk. They painted the iris blue. What the hell were they thinking? I don't know, but thankfully they have fixed this. It's still not on-screen accurate. I believe that it should be white or silver, just at the pupil there. They've just painted it gold. But to be honest with you, it looks absolutely fine. It does the job, and all of the paint apps on this overall are pretty incredible for a B&M release. If you look at the detail of this, this is actually one of my favourite Dalek designs. You have that cream and gold pattern running all the way around. I think that the paint apps in this, it really does that design a lot of justice. There's obviously a few inaccuracies. These Daleks were a bit taller and a bit thinner, but they've just used the same sculpt which has been used on the majority of Daleks through the years, which has been released by Character Options. If you look at the eyestalk, that's just been painted gold, and you have the dishes there and everything like that. Very, very nice. What I love about this one as well is the headlights. They've just been painted gold, because these Daleks, they had like different headlights, and it works very, very well. Obviously at the neck section here, that's been done differently again. Few inaccuracies here though. You have a bit of mesh, but it's something to do with the sculpt that they used. They like did a different sculpt for the neck, and they ended up making mesh for, I think it was a Renegade Dalek, so they couldn't go back to the original, which was released on the very first version of this figure, which came out just over 10 years ago, I think it was. To be honest, I'm not fussed. If you just pose it far away, you can't really tell, and it looks different enough. The gun is done the same way, and the plunger has also had a few modifications as part of it, which have been chopped off to match how the plungers looked in this story. And also here you have this hexagon shape, which matches how these Daleks were in this story. Just at the bottom here, the fender has two sections. Very, very plain, it's just painted white. And at the very bottom there, also painted white. You have black wheels, you have two wheels at the back, and you have this wheel here, which has 360 degree rotation, which can allow the Dalek to move all around. Articulation is pretty much what you expect with these guys by now. You have eye stalks that move up and down. You have the dome, which can rotate all the way around. You have the rotations around the weaponry, and as I said earlier, you can move this guy around. Overall, I'm very pleased to finally have one of these Imperial Daleks on the shelf. I'm now hoping that Character do release another version of the Special Weapons Dalek to go alongside this. And just for fun, here's a comparison between a Necros Dalek and the Imperial Dalek, just to show you that there are quite a number of differences in terms of the paint applications that have been used by character options on these figures. And there we have it. I finally have the TARDIS team from the late 1980s in action figure form. I know this may not be a big deal to a lot of people because Ace has been a figure which was first released back in 2013. But for me it's a big deal because this is the first time that I've got a Ace action figure, and all I can say is this set is a real good deal for all of those people who missed out on those original releases of Ace, along with all of those who missed out with the original releases of the Imperial Daleks that came out with the original release of the 7th Doctor, as you can see here, and the Remembrance of the Daleks 4-pack, which included 4 different Daleks that featured in that story. All around, the Coal Hill set is a bargain. You're getting 2 figures for £20, which some people like myself may have missed out back in the day, and it is a really good set. It's one of the best sets that have come out from B&M. Thank you very much guys for watching this review of the Coal Hill set. I highly recommend that you pick it up if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more Doctor Who action figure reviews coming very soon to the channel. Take care guys, and I shall see you next time.